So, Kalamata, been there, done that. Now, the last leg of the journey, around the bottom of the Peloponnese, well, around the bottom of the finger at the bottom, and try and moor up in Pylos. Shelter for some pretty heavy winds. Let's see how it goes. Passing around the back of this fishing trawler, just had a chat with him on the radio. He said it's fine to go behind him, his nets are deep enough, so all good. And it's Sunday morning, nice and quiet outside with the virtually no wind. Well, there is a bit of wind blowing this way, which is lucky because it's supposed to blow this way. I was planning on anchoring here for tonight. I'll be there in an hour, maybe two. But if I can get all the way around here, as far up as there as I can, because there's some bad winds for the next couple of days due around here. I want to try and escape them. But that's Kalamata, where I've just come from. Going past Pylos and Caspricia, which is further north up here. Right about here, there it is. I'm trying to get to there, but whether I manage it or not is anyone's guess. Okay, we're pretty rough sea at the moment, just going past the headland of the little medieval town of Mykonos. This is the third finger of the Peloponnese. So now we're heading towards the Ionian Sea now. I could anchor up here tonight since it's 12:30. Tomorrow's going to be some nasty winds that are in this area, and the further north I can get, the less chance I get caught in them. So I'm going to the next port, which is Pylos. Just arriving at Pylos at 7 o'clock in the evening. The old fort castle up there. That's been a rough crossing, really bumpy coming in. Well, it's calmed down a bit now. I'm going to try and head for that marina in the distance. Nice and calm in the little town of Pylos. There's Gypsy, rafted up to Zingaro, which in Italian means gypsy. How about that? Nice friendly chap from Holland. Said I could raft up next to him. Good job, because there's no spaces in this marina. It's free though. It's a disused marina. It was built, but only halfway through construction decided to pull out. It's been like this for years. So it looks like I'm going to be stuck in this marina for a few days. Yeah, it's nice and calm now, but the sea state yesterday was terrible. I was being thrown from side to side. It was just carnage down below. So I don't think it's improved much this morning. I had a quick look out the edge of the marina with the binoculars out to sea, and it's calmed down a bit, but as soon as I get out of the port I'm going to be hit with headwinds, and then later the wind's coming from the other way, but it's like way too strong. So one of these boats behind me has been lifted in the water in the next couple of days, so we might have to move from here, but I'm rafted up next to Case from the Netherlands. So I'll probably have to move to another location in the marina. I've just had a quick recce round, and there's one or two spaces that might do. So we are inside the fortress of Neocastro, one of the best preserved fortresses of Greece. This is the museum. The fortress itself was built by the Ottomans in 1573 in order to control one of the most important commercial sea routes between the east and the west. In the 17th century the fortress was under Venetian domination. Then in the 18th century it was occupied by the Orlov brothers. In 1821 the Greeks liberated Neocastro until 1825, when after strong resistance it was handed over to Ibrahim. In Navarino Bay in October 1827 the Great Forces fleet of UK, France and Russia defeated Ibrahim, forcing him to stop looting. It was this actual bay 80 warships engaged in a close quarter cannon battle. The carnage must have been terrible. Okay, I've been here about 3 days now, sheltering from the extreme high winds from the south, blowing in from behind me. I'm up on top of the castle grounds, looking out to sea, but it's pretty wild out there. I'm sheltered up in the harbour, but I'm rafted up to a Dutch guy, so it's all good so far. It's a beautiful little place. Sorry about the sound whistling round, but what can you do? It's you can hardly see into the distance. There's no sun. It's quite misty as well. So I just thought I'd had a walk up to the headland. See how it goes. My bike's parked about 500 yards down the steps there. But it's a lovely little town, is Pylos. I'll be here till Friday, so what day is it today? Tuesday. That's when the winds subside a bit, then I can keep heading north to Zakynthos. Had a bit of a change of plan. I was going to head for Croatia straight away, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and get to north of Corfu and then into Albania, and then do Albania and Montenegro. Do me 3 months there, and then hopefully get some time to visit Croatia after that, and then start on my way out the Med. So just try and get down these steps and then another hectic day yesterday. The sandstorm from the Sahara hit us, so we were just covered in dust. I've done a bit of tidying up, but anyway, I've moved from over there to here. Chris, he's moved on now. He's gone south while I'm heading north, and so he helped me moor up here this morning. So I think there were very few places in this marina, even though it's free. It's busy. There's some liverboards here, over there, all on that wall. I could just live here permanently. It's like a gypsy camp. So I suppose my boat's at home here, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just carrying my power station over to the electric point. With this being a half-finished marina, it's all the electric points haven't been installed on the quays, so they've just got a main one here where it all started, I guess, for them to start picking up from. But it's like the same with water. There's only one water point here, so I have to keep carrying the 5 litre plastic bottles and doing that. But anyway, I've got 2 power stations, so keep charging each one, and back to the boat, and then plug into a system, and then the boat's charging system charges the lithiums on the boat. So it's hard work today, but at least the weather's nice. Okay, so here's the charging point over here, this metal cabinet. So I've got me how you doing? Okay, so hopefully my charger's still in here. Oh, there it is. So I've got it hooked up to the mains there, just plugged in. I've got my bicycle lock around it. Okay, let's just take that out of the cupboard, and yeah, 100%, so she's fully charged. And then put my other one in, which is at 55%, so that should be the last charge of the day. The motorhome is here, so it's a bit of a free-for-all, this camp. Okay, so this is the crane I think they use to lift all these boats into the water. That's the water point over there, with the next to the Coast Guard station, and that's the Coast Guard's rib, I think. Chat with the guy plucking the guitar there. He's German, and he used to be in a band, so he's ringing out some tunes. And that long pole there is the furler for the front of the boat for his head sail. So he's having it repaired, so he's just stuck it out the back there and out the way. Oh well. Okay, quick coffee in Pylos town. It's out on the bike. Well, let's have a do exploration. Well, it's as far as I can go. This is the Sphacteria beach, apparently, according to Google Maps. But can't go any further now. We're at the end of the bay. But that in the distance behind me there, that's Pylos. So yeah, I've probably done about 8 miles, which is not too far. Stopped for a coffee earlier. But it's a superb place to anchor this, out in the middle of nowhere. Nothing about at all. We need to get stocked up with food and water, but I've been seeing a lot of boats been anchored up here in the bad weather, and I can see why, because it's sheltered from the wind by the waves. There's plenty of wind but no waves, which is really ideal if you've got a wind charger like I have. So yeah, time to head back. Okay, that's the end of this video. The next video is going to be a bit more walking around Pylos and then setting off to Zakynthos. See you next time.